bothering you if you're winning a lot, right?
Yeah.
You don't let things like that bother you, right?
Tough one.
So my name's Jeff, as they said. I'm the president here at the Hall of Fame. It's nice to meet you all. I've been here for 20 years. I've been here a long time. I'm really old. And I just thought I'd tell you for a little bit about the museum, a little bit about the Hall of Fame, and then if you have any questions, be very happy to take them. Basically, this museum is 75 years old, so it's pretty old. And in this museum, we do three things. We're a museum and a library, we're an education center, and we're a Hall of Fame. So in the museum and library, we have great collections. Okay? We have 40,000 artifacts. Those are bats, balls, and gloves, spikes, things that you use on the field. Once a record is set and they come to the museum, they're called artifacts. Our library has another 3 million pieces in it. So a file on every player to play the game, every subject connected to the game, scouting records, 250,000 photographs. So when you think about our museum and our library, they are sort of like the Smithsonian and Library of Congress all rolled into one for baseball. That's what we are here in Cooperstown. Everything we have has been donated. We're a not-for-profit museum. We have a great relationship with Major League Baseball, but we're independent, and as such, everything's been donated. So when you go in and you see all these really cool things, players actually gave those to us, which is really, really great. Education side, we have a great school program where we reach into classrooms around the country. So we teach the subjects you learn in school, math, science, English, things like that. And we go right into classrooms around the country every day. We go to all 50 states. So if you go home and talk to your teachers about doing a lesson with the Hall of Fame, we can connect with you. We have video conferencing, and you can get out of some boring class for an hour and stay connected with us. Go ahead and hammer your teachers when you go home. The Hall of Fame is the celebratory part of what we do. It's where the greatest players, managers, umpires, and executives are elected to. A lot of people have no idea how hard it is to make the Major Leagues, let alone the Hall of Fame. I want to give you just a little bit of an idea. 3 million kids are playing youth baseball today, like all of you. You know, Little League, Pony League, American Legion, those types of leagues. Of those 3 million kids, some will play high school baseball. Some of you might be good enough to play high school, and some might even go on to play in college, which is really unbelievable. Every June there's a draft. 1,500 kids get drafted each June from those 3 million. About 1,000 in the U.S., 500 outside the U.S. And they are signed to get paid to play baseball and go to the very lowest level of the minor leagues. San Jose Giants, for instance, guys are paid to go play in San Jose. And it means that you're really good if you get paid to play baseball. It means you're worth taking a chance on. Of those 1,500 kids that sign every year, 10% make it to the majors. That's it, 150. So you take that 3 million, you narrow it down to 1,500. Only 150 kids are going to make the major leagues. That's how hard it is to get there. So if you go home and you're watching the Giants play or the A's play and you're saying, why is this guy on the team? He is so bad. He really isn't that bad. That is a tough jump from AAA to the majors, and that guy is actually really, really good. It's just really hard to make that jump. Since the start of baseball, which was in 1876, there have been 18,000 players to play in the majors. Does that sound like a big number, small number? Small number? It is a small number. Think about this. Do you have a Walmart anywhere near where you live? Okay, Walmart employs 2 million people a year. Major League Baseball has had 18,000 players since 1876. That's how hard it is to make the major leagues. Guys get there, it's pretty amazing. A third are done after 1 year. 2/3 of them are done after 5 years. To be considered for the Hall of Fame, you have to have played 10 years. Of all those players, of those 18,000 players, all the guys that you see on the Giants and the A's play, 1% make it to the Hall of Fame, 1 out of 100. That's how hard it is to get here. We have 6 guys going in this year. Anybody know who's going in? Go ahead. Jeter, no, Derek Jeter's still playing. We have 3 managers. You have to be retired. You have to be retired 5 years to be considered. So we have 3 managers. One guy who managed in Oakland before you were born, Tony La Russa, Bobby Cox, Joe Torre. Those are our 3 managers. We have 2 300-game winners going in. Both soft throwing. Tom Glavine, Greg Maddox. Both of them pitched in the Braves rotation with John Smoltz, who's eligible next year. And we have 1 hitter going in, a guy with 521 lifetime home runs, the same as Frank Williams. And his on-base percentage is about as high as Babe Ruth's. His name is Frank Thomas. Played first base for the White Sox, a couple of years in Oakland. 6 guys who got here very, very, very differently. 3 managers, 3 players, 2 pitchers, position player. You wonder how they all ended up in Cooperstown. They all had their own style. They got here in different ways. There's a common thread among the 6, though. Bless you. And And the common thread among the 6 is that all were exceptionally good at what they did and were strong in character, integrity, and sportsmanship. And those are the criteria for Hall of Fame election. So my point is that if you're a good or great player, that's awesome. If you want to think about the Hall of Fame, it's important anyway. And in life, it's important to respect everybody, respect the uniform, respect your teammates, listen to your coaches. You may not like what they say, but they know what they're doing. Respect your parents. And on Induction Sunday, which is this Sunday, you might meet you and me one day on stage and I'm giving you a plaque. So, some things to think about. Have fun the rest of the way. You're ranked 13th. This is awesome. So when do you play again? What time? And do you know who you're playing?
Baseball. No, it's either 20, 45th, 83rd, or 86th.
So you don't know who you're playing.
The answer would be no.
Not yet? So artifacts come in every day. Any Giants fans here? Okay, I was in San Francisco last week and Tim Lincecum gave me his hat and he pitched his no-hitter in, a ball from the game, and we have Mike Kruko's scorecard. You'll see those all up on display. And very, very generous. Tim's been great to us over the years. The Giants, very good organization with us, so we help them. So if you root for either of them, you're doing okay. And you got to be happy about winning baseball. Does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask before you get to go enjoy the museum?